Hey guys, it's Kate and I am here bright and early on a Thursday morning. It is 8:34 right now and I have to leave in about 10 minutes. So you know, doing great. I just thought I would film this quick beauty routine, like my morning get ready with me, everyday work type of makeup look. I try to get ready in about like 15 to 20 minutes on a daily basis just because I don't want to wake up extra early and you know, I just need like a quick beauty routine. So I started looking into kind of like cool beauty makeup brands and I have purchased things from a few of them and been using them pretty consistently throughout the summer. So the main brands I've been using are Glossier, Milk, and Nudestix. I would say those all kind of fit into that cool beauty category. There are a couple other products from other brands in here, things that I just don't have from one of those two brands, and one like a little bit heavier coverage concealer. But other than that, all these products are from cool beauty brands, which are also, I believe, all cruelty-free, which is great because animals, you know? So yeah, I am going to go ahead and show you how I do this look and hopefully you enjoy it. The first thing that I use is the Blur Stick from Milk Makeup, which I bought because, I don't know, it just seemed really cool. I like that it feels like nothing. I'm pretty sure I've used this in a video already, but you just like put it, like, I don't know, it's just so good. And I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like it because it feels like nothing and it doesn't give you the super slippery feeling that a lot of pore filling primers tend to do, but it like does fill in your pores. I don't know, just something about it. I'm looking into the mirror, sorry. Just makes your skin look real good. So that is what I use as a primer on the daily. And then I have been using the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. I have the color Light. This is a super, super light coverage product. So like pretty much zero coverage, but like in a good way. I don't know how to explain it. So the way that I use this, I just kind of like squeeze it on my face. And then I blend it in with my hands. So, I don't know, it's like a tinted moisturizer that gives like a dewy finish, but it like smooths out your pores. I don't know. It's just really good. I'm saying I don't know a lot. It's really early and I'm tired. So usually how I like to do this is in a couple of layers. So I just do one full layer and then I go ahead and do one more. Mostly focusing on where I have redness. So once I've done a couple layers, my skin looks a lot more smooth, but it doesn't feel like there's anything on my face because I just don't like to constantly have product on my face, if that makes sense. But I do like to go in with a concealer. I'm just gonna use this Benefit Boy Concealer. This is the new Airbrush concealer. It's just this little sample of it that I have, or I think it's a sample. This one is pretty close to the color of my skin, so I'm just gonna go ahead and conceal some spots with that. And this one I'm using specifically as a concealer and not as a highlight. And then to balance that a little bit, just because it is a bit darker than the product, I'm just going to use my blending sponge. Oh, of course I forgot like the biggest spot on my face, because why wouldn't I? It's like one of those ones that's not really gonna get covered up though, because it's just it's there, you know? So that's kind of it for the main base. Now I'm gonna take the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I have mine in the lightest shade. We have like a moth infestation. It's disgusting. Anyway, so I take the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I really like this concealer because it's just dewy and super light coverage. But like, I don't know, it just looks, it looks good. Because the way I feel, at least for myself on a daily basis, is I don't want to wear a ton of makeup, but I really don't feel comfortable going barefaced, so this routine is perfect for that. Then I'm just going to take the blending sponge again to just make sure nice and blended in. And then I'm just going to dip my sponge straight into the concealer and go ahead and use that as kind of a highlight. Now I have very oily skin, so I'm going to go ahead and set the center of my face with the RCMA No Color Powder. This isn't technically like a cool beauty brand or anything, but it's just a powder, so it's fine. And once that is all set in, I'm just gonna continue with I'm gonna do the eyes, and then I'll come back to the face because that'll give it a little time to kind of set down. But I've been using the Milk Makeup Eye Pigment. I have only one shade of this. This is the shade After Party. It's like the rose gold one, just like my favorite color. And you need just a tiny bit of this, so I just go ahead, take a little bit to my fingers, and then apply it. And I like this because it adds a little bit of light. You can blend it up a little. And it's fun, but it's not super crazy. I do wish they had matte ones. Maybe they do have matte ones. I don't think so though. But if they made matte shades of this, I would be so down for that. And then I'll go ahead and do brows first. So I like the Glossier Boy Brow on work days because while I do like to pencil in my eyebrows sometimes, or like when I have time, when I don't have time, it's so much easier to just take this little thing and go ahead and I just fill in the brows. And Boy Brow is my favorite of the tinted brow gels that I've had, that I've tried, because I feel like it holds my brows in place better than most other tinted gels. Like, I feel like with clear gel you can get some good luck with like keeping your brows in place, but sometimes it's a little difficult with tinted. And of course they never match. This is my good brow. This is my not good brow. For bronzer, I use the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer in the shade Baked. I literally love this. This is the lighter of the two shades and it looks pretty warm, but like, I don't know, it just is so nice. And I feel like it blends easier than any other of these like stick form of bronzers. So I just go ahead, put that on, and I use the sponge again and I just blend it out. So yeah, that just brings some color back into your face. I'm super impressed with this bronzer formula. I love it. And then moving on to blush, oh my god, these are amazing. The Glossier Cloud Paints. I have the shade Dusk, kind of a mauve pink shade. So this is like probably too much, but whatever. I just spread it between two fingers and then I just dot it on where you would put any blush. And then I like to blend out using a sponge. This is just a great formula if you have oily skin, because a lot of times with cream blushes and products like this, they just melt off. But since this is more like an actual liquid, like stain situation, you don't have that problem at all, or at least I don't personally. So I assume others with oily skin would have similar experience with this. And I always have to have highlight. So I use the Nudestix Skin Glossing Pencil. I love this. I don't like a super metallic highlight, especially if everything I'm using is kind of like these cream products. So I am just taking this and I put it like on the top of my cheekbones, a little line, and then on my nose, and then I blend first with my fingers a little bit, and then I just will go ahead and take the sponge. I also love that this routine uses no brushes, just because I don't like washing brushes. Like, hopefully you can see that. It just gives your face like a wet look. Perfect. All right, so then the last step for the face, before I'll just quickly throw on my lip product, is mascara. I've been using the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal, and for every day I've been using the shade Black Brown. I kind of wish they had just like a brown, but Black Brown works. I kind of like the little bit like softer effect that it has if you use a brown mascara as opposed to a super black one. Good eyebrow, good eyelash, bad eyelash, bad eyebrow. And the final step is just a lip product. So I use the Sugar Lip Treatment, Tinted Lip Treatment in the shade Petal. This is, in my opinion, the best everyday lip color because it's a lip balm, but it gives you a little color and it's just like super moisturizing. So, and apply that. It adds a nice shine and a nice little like pink color, which I like the pinks, can you tell? And that is pretty much all that I do. So this is my everyday office work type makeup routine. Super fast, super simple, using a lot of cool beauty products, using only a few products, 0 brushes. I'm a big fan of it. It lasts me throughout the day. I do bring a powder with me just to touch up, and obviously the lip balm with me as well. So sometimes I do use like a little bit of powder throughout the day because I just have oily skin, but for the most part this just stays in place, looks dewy, looks healthy, looks like I'm not wearing a ton of makeup, and makes me look a little more alive. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. That would be great. It would mean so much to me, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.